All right, I'm gonna take you on a quick tour of one of my other side gigs. In addition to working at Speedworld and, building meat smokers and working on, old Camaros, 2 days a week I work at a restoration shop. It's Red Bearing Restoration in Stony Mountain, Manitoba. Well, I guess we're kind of halfway between Stony Mountain and St. Andrews. I don't know. Anyways, let me show you a couple of projects that I've been working on here, and I'll show you what I've done. Okay, first up is this old Austin Devon. I believe it's a 1950, but old Austin Devon, and it came in pretty rough shape. Actually, I can show you another one just like it to show you what kind of shape it was in when it got here. It was kind of in the shape of this one. Maybe even worse. So anyways, so you see this is the this is kind of the before, and then that's an A30, Austin A30, adorable. It's gonna be a little race car. Anyways, and then we have this, and this one had quite a bit of had rust up here. I welded in a whole patch over there, and these running boards. Let's open this up and show you. All this here, that I had to rebuild all that stuff and make that all right on both sides. And yeah, you can see it's coming along. It's not there yet. We just got the motor in it and making a little bit of progress. It's very cool. These old British cars, just love them. Just think they're spectacular. So that's that one. And then the next thing up is this 1950 Series 1 Land Rover. So this thing came to us pretty beat up. It's been in the same family since 1950. And, for a long part of its life, it was just, something the kids pound around out at the farm. So it came to us with all the doors twisted and fenders bashed in and just ruined, so bad. So we've had to redo a lot of this. Paul did an amazing job. Paul's the guy who owns Red Bearing, straightening out these fenders. These fenders were really dented up, and these are aluminum. This is what a lot of people don't know. 1950 vehicle, and it's all aluminum. Only this part here, that part there in the main frame are steel. Everything else is aluminum, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, Paul did a great job of straightening that all out. It's a miracle. And like this inner fender, I had to rebuild this. This is all new. I built that from raw sheet aluminum, and I had to match up to that side. That side was in good shape, but this side was completely ruined. So I had to drill out all the spot welds and bend it all perfectly and cut it around things. And it has to clear the exhausts and all that stuff up here. And there was numerous cracks in like this radiator support. There was cracks that all had to be welded up. Actually, the first thing I welded up on this was this little inspection panel right here. This is, you can see it's very thin aluminum, and it's to access that down there. And there was a section of this broken right off where over the years of moving this tab over and off of it, it just completely had worn it away. So I welded up a new one of those, and then we realized that the doors were beyond saving. So these doors are actually, I built these, I had to make a jig or a buck. I made a buck out of wood and bent the aluminum over top of the wood. And we managed to salvage this piece here. This is galvanized steel, not aluminum. So we managed to salvage this, but the rest of it, I bent it up. And Paul and I riveted it together, and we used old school rivets, these rivets here. And the way that you do these rivets is you have to have a special tool that keeps this round head. It's like a punch that goes over top of there. And then on the back side, you have to put something solid. Like we used a piece of brass back there, and then you just hammer that together and it squishes the rivet, and that's old school rivets. That's how those work. So that door was built from scratch except for the top part, and same with the other side. This side also same deal, but and we made them better. We actually made them better than factory, because the factory they had a strip of wood just in this area here underneath this bent edge. There was wood, but we put wood completely around to stiffen up the doors because they used to be pretty flexible. But now you can see how they close really beautifully. And rear tailgate as well. So that rear tailgate was also just built from raw aluminum sheet, except for this top part. That's salvaged, but the rest of it, like even this piece, had to make all that. At some point in this thing's life, they had cut holes for taillights back here. They had a big hole, you know, like you'd see in a trailer taillight kind of thing. So that all had to be welded up both sides because the factory lights bolt on right there. So it's not complete yet. You know, we still have a lot to do on it. The wiring has been pulled through everywhere, but we still have to wire it up to the factory gauges, which are, it's so crazy, all the gauges and everything. And even the hood the hood was one of the few pieces that really didn't require any work. It just worked. And Paul rebuilt the motor in it, so that's ready to go. So I think this is pretty cool. And I even pulled apart this winch. This is called the capstan winch, and it's PTO driven. There's a shaft that goes forward, run off the transmission. There's a PTO drive on there, and yeah, we got a winch. So pulled that all apart, checked everything, cleaned everything up, made some repairs. There were some broken mounts and stuff, so fixed all that and got that back together. So that's just a couple of things that we've been working on here at Red Bearing Restorations. And for my Camaro fans, don't worry, I have a video coming on installing the air conditioning on the Camaro, and it's taken quite a while because, you know, parts availability. I've ordered some parts. It's taken multiple weeks to get them in, and, you know, anyways, it's coming. I am well into the installation of air conditioning in the Camaro. And for my MGB fans, the old OG MGB fans that came here for the Pink Panther content, I've got a video in the works of the rebuild of that motor, and it is almost, well, the motor's rebuilt now. I just gotta slide it back in the car. So we're pretty close to being able to finish up that video. So anyways, I hope this is giving you a little bit of insight into the busy life of Mark Sawatsky and Skid Mark Performance. Okay, we'll catch you in the next one.